Hello everyone. This week we are going to review Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. Now this is one of the famous book to understand the history of mankind. History is boring, isn't it? And even I am one of those who thinks history is boring. And my perception changed when I read this book Sapiens by Yuval Noah Harari. So to talk about the author, so he has PhD in history from University of Oxford, and he has written three books. This book talks about the past, and we have the book which talks about future and also about the 21st century, 21 lessons for 21st century as well. And so he teaches world history in the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. Now, this book has been written in a very wonderful context and has the facts and figures as well. Now, the book interestingly puts right from a Big Bang theory to the the sapiens of old age and till the present. It's just connect those three different dots. So the book is divided into four sections. The first is about the cognitive revolution, and the Homo sapiens were not only located was the only one variety of human, but rather there were different other uh, types of human being as well in the continent of South America, Africa, and Australia. And what has happened is slowly over a period of time, there has been lots of classes, and they just disappear because of either out of resources or the tribal fights. And who has survived is the strongest one, is the strongest breed. And it talks about all the journey of different disease and many things which has came across the flood, the natural calamities. So that was all about the cognitive revolution. And after uh, the kingdom was established, the kings, it talks about the Hammurabi Code, which was the first constitution which we had, a kind of constitution. They created rules and regulation for people, and people trusted in king. And then came the agriculture revolution, when people started from being hunter to they become an agriculture. So when they were hunter and food gatherers, they used to wander around. They were in fighting with animals and eating them. But when this agriculture revolution came, so what happened is they started getting settled down at one place. They acquired land, they started doing farming, and how they started storing the grains. And then it the tribe used to help each other and communicate. So that is where people started getting settling in, and the wanderers were no longer there. And the next section of the book talks about unification of humankind, where then the tribal leaders and one tribe integrating with other tribe, and then king came. And then came the people from Europe started exploring out different countries. uh, so the search started with couple of voyages, and then they were successful. They were able to get all the raw materials from different countries, or what was not available, they're finding out that, taking back to their country and just establishing the trade. And slowly, by seeing these, many rich people started crowdfunding for finding out other continents. And this is how India was found, China, Asia, and this is how Australia, everything was found out. And slowly they started making it into colony. And then that's the whole story, how Britishers or Europeans, they started ruling out a country to get the resources out of there. So the book has beautifully put all these together, connecting all the dots, how Britishers enter into with the trade, and then they establish the kingdom itself, and building roadways, railways. And so then comes the next one, the scientific revolution, and this talks about the industrial revolution which we had, how earlier there used to be a particular start time for work and end time for work, and everyone had to sit for lunch together whether they were hungry or not, and everything was very systematic, a routine wise made, because everyone had dependency on other, and they're working on that manual assembly line. And then came the industrial revolution where machine came and most of the manual stuffs were removed, and that is how we are in this world now. Things have changed. So to me, very frankly, these books give me a glimpse of what has happened and how history has been like, and giving a sense of understanding how the past was. The books also talks about money, how it comes into picture, and money is the highest form of trust, where you do not know the language but you have the money and you get the services offered. So how money was introduced, and what were the different forms, barter system, and all those. So the book talks about everything. In a nutshell, it makes you to understand the philosophy. It talks about the equality or the scams which has happened. So very interesting book. I would suggest you to pick to understand what has happened in the past, because unless you know what has happened in the past, you will not predict the future as well. So let me know in case of a feedback. Signing off. Thank you.